Proposition 8. Given an axial triangle and a cutting plane perpendicular to the plane of the axial triangle, and given that the diameter of the resulting section is either parallel to one of the sides of the axial triangle or meets one of the sides extended beyond the vertex of the cone, the section will increase indefinitely, and ordinates drawn to the diameter can cut off a line on the diameter equal to any straight line. So imagine I have a cone ABC and an axial triangle ABC. And imagine that we have some cutting plane, say starting from maybe here. We're going to call this DE. We're going to call this point G. I'm going to draw some sort of cutting plane, and importantly, the diameter of the cutting plane has to be either parallel to AC or it has to meet AC at some point above A. So I'm going to draw out some examples of some cutting planes. So here we might have AC parallel to the diameter FG. And here, if we extended FG in this direction, it might meet AC at some point up here. But we can't have a case where the diameter FG, if extended, will meet AC at some point on this side. And the reason we don't want that is because we'll get an ellipse. So we're trying to exclude the ellipse case and only work on the cases that, spoiler alert, correspond to a parabola and a hyperbola. So let's get back to this. Label this point F. So what we're trying to prove is that if we extend FG in this direction and the entire conic section DFE in this direction, and we extend the conic surface, the ends of the conic section won't ever meet the conic surface in this direction. And the line FG could be any length, meaning that you had some almost infinitely long line. You could create a line on the diameter that was that long and cut it off at some point X, which is just another way of saying that FG could be extended infinitely. So we're going to extend AB, AC, and FG. And FG, since we constructed it, we know that it's either parallel to AC or that it meets AC over here, meaning that it can't meet AC on the side of C. So it's not going to meet on this side. And let's pick some point on line FG extended. Let's call it H. And through H, let's draw a line parallel to the line BC. And let's draw a line parallel to the line DE. Maybe like this. So since DE and BC are in one plane, and the lines, let's give this some names, KL and MN are both parallel to their respective lines up here, we know that this entire plane of the circle BC is parallel to this entire plane that these two lines are sitting in. And so if we've cut this same conic surface, and we know that it's a circle up here, we know that the same parallel section will be a circle down here. First try with the ellipse. Oh. Okay, great. And since we know that if we look at this plane just with the lines DE and MN, these are lying in the same plane, and it's the cutting plane. So we know that if we extended the cutting plane, we would connect EN and DM. Okay, this drawing kind of sucks, but just bear with me. So we've proven that if the cutting plane was extended to any point, we chose a random point H, but we could have chosen any point, the cutting plane never breaks off, or it never hits this side of the conic surface. And this is the same thing as H could have been any point, so we could have had a line FX imagine H was X, and we could have cut off some ordinate MX such that it cut off whatever length diameter of FG extended that we chose. So that means that the line FG could have been extended indefinitely.